Hi there, everybody. I'm just getting my ready, so we should be here and ready in a minute. So please bear with me, and I hope this thing is working. Hopefully, this thing is working. It's hard to say, so I guess we'll just see if this comes up here. Oh yes, so that's good, and yeah, just waiting for everybody to come on here, and it'll be interesting just to see who we get. And bear with me as I get my copy on. Here we've got that up. Hopefully this thing is working, and we'll see who we get coming on. And of course, I have shared the link out to a few people, so it would be really, really great just to see who's going to come on here. And yeah, we're just waiting at the moment and waiting for my copy, so bear with me on that. An instant coffee today. I'm afraid I'm out of real coffee, so we're just going to have the cheap Aldi coffee, and hopefully we can get a few people just to come by here and share about your own channels. Which would be absolutely wonderful if we could get a few people sharing what you're up to and some of your different projects and your own channel and what you're about. But I guess we'll just see what happens with that. And yeah, I haven't sort of done a StreamYard on a Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening before. I don't think, or I may have a long time ago. So it'll be interesting just to see who we get and what happens. And I should really share this out in the hope that we get a few people coming on here. Well, I'm about out of milk. Well, after this, I'll be drinking coffee black, I'm afraid. But, you know, that's just what it is, I'm afraid. So just getting my coffee here. And, of course, some Yogi Hollows. Cup is in use. Oh, rhubarb and cod. Hi there, Susan. Great to see you. I'm just sort of getting organised. You know how things are, and especially at 9 a.m. on a Thursday morning as it is here. Mornings can be a bit like that. And I will remind everybody of I've got a video premiering tomorrow. I've sort of had it editing for the last 3 weeks actually. I haven't sort of felt the editing, so I only got the editing and it uploaded yesterday, and it's a chicken satay curry just using an Aldi recipe sauce base, so that'll be interesting. And of course it's a cheap and cheerful meal using probably a cut of chicken that most people neglect, but it's literally like only about $1 a pound, so it's the cheapest cut that I've seen of anything, so that should be interesting. And of course I have shared the link out to the StreamYard. If anybody would like to come up and speak about your channel, I've shared the link out to a few people on my Instagram. Oh yes, thank you so much, Susan. Yeah, it should be interesting. Yeah, chicken giblets, which what is often called gizzards, will have everybody giggling at that. But it is really, really cheap, and actually they turn out quite good if you're prepared to slow cook them. Or I believe some people fry them, but they will marinate them for a long, long time just to tenderize them as well. Fried, that would be interesting. But yeah, I slow cook these in the curry for like about 4.5 hours. So that made things interesting. I'm using my old phone to run this today, so that'll be interesting as well. And I've got my main phone here running because I just hoping that things will work. But I don't know if the picture's really that clear on the old one, I'm afraid. Doesn't really look that clear, but it should hopefully the sound's okay, and hopefully it's not too blurry. It's just looking a bit blurry on this device, so I guess the camera's probably not as good, and maybe I should clean the camera. But anyways, never mind. I'll just get that up just to see if there's anybody coming in. It seems to be a bit different. Nobody here. If anybody comes up, tell me in the chat that you're coming up, might be best, because I can't sort of see it on this device like I can the other one. So that should be interesting. Yeah, I think it might be a stream quality issue, I think. Susan, yeah. Don't know if there's much I can do with it. Oh, dropping out occasionally. Yeah. And yeah, my data should be okay. I should do a speed check on that and just see what my data's doing. I mean, I've got unlimited data at unlimited speed, so either my mobile tower nearby is playing up, or it's something in StreamYard. I'll just run speed test and we'll just see what that tells me. I've got this device hotspotting to my main mobile phone, so it should be okay. We'll just see what the data speed is. Oh, well, it looks like data speed for download's not too bad for mobile. And even for upload, it's not really that bad. So, yeah, we'll just I'll just show you that in the screen. You might sort of interest you or whoever's watching. I don't know who's lurking at the moment. There could be a few. But yeah, that's telling me 250 megabits per second download and 34 point up megabits per second upload. So yeah, that should be okay for running a live stream and running a StreamYard, although it can make uploading YouTube videos a bit slow when you're only at about 35 megabits per second. But it seems to be the best I can do with uploading here at this location. So it is sort of what it is. Yeah, it's not too bad. I use mobile internet. I don't have cable internet. The cable internet or the fibre internet here in this country is not very good and very unreliable. So, and also I'm likely to be often filming and uploading and streaming where I'm sort of out of the the range of the home Wi-Fi. So you know, even sometimes right out at the beach or right out in the woods or right out by the creek. So it's sort of a lot better if I just go with mobile internet, which of course, you know, is a little bit more expensive, but it is unlimited, and wherever I go, I can sort of get internet. Well, wherever there's a mobile tower, I should say, or a cell phone tower. This coffee's still hot. Instant coffee today, so I don't really enjoy that so much. Just your Aldi cheap coffee, all cap, dark gold. Anyways, you know, that's what it is. So we just put up with that. And yeah, we're just waiting for a few people to hopefully come in, and some who'd like to come up. I'll just, if anybody would like to come up and join who's on my Instagram, I'll just drop my Instagram link in the chat here. And hopefully we get a few people wanting to come up. I did drop it out, the link out in a few places. So who knows if we're going to get anybody coming up. It's sort of hard to say. You never know with these live streams. You know, they can be quite variable, so you never seem to know these days. So I'll just check my Instagram account just to see if anybody's messaged me, and anybody who's got me on Instagram or on my personal Facebooks as well can message me through Facebook. It would be really, really, really great just to get a few people coming up, but it's sort of hard to say what we're going to get. You never really know. But anyways, never mind. I guess we'll just see what happens here. But anyways, I should get this saved out too, in the hope, or shared out in the hope that we get somebody coming. I guess, you know, we'll just see what happens here and who's going to come up. Oh, Yogi Hollow. Hi there, Lisa. Great to see you. Great to see you. Yeah, I don't know who's going to come up. I did drop this out a few ways, but StreamYard, it seems to be pretty hit and miss, so who knows. And what time is it for you, Lisa? It should be like about 4:15 in the afternoon, shouldn't it? Because I think your clock's sprang forward on Saturday night, Sunday morning. Is that right? Yeah, great to see you, Lisa. Great to see you. So yeah, I'll have to set tomorrow's premiere and just remember the time difference, that I get things going up at the right time. So instead of setting at 12 midday, I think for me, I'd be setting it probably 11 a.m., I think, just to make sure that things 6 p.m. Mountain Time or 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I think. Because I know you people have lost an hour. Oh yes, all good, Lisa. But yeah, I'm setting it as a premiere, so I like to have my premieres just set at the same time that those who look out to be in my premieres and can make it sort of set their schedules by that it's sort of still at the same time. Yeah, I'm not sure when we gain our hour back. It's going to fall back. I think it's nearly a month yet, or the end of this month. It's very late when they have it fall back. They love daylight saving in this country, and it used to start in November and end sort of like early March, but they just keep stretching it out and out and out, and now it sort of starts middle of October, and I believe it ends in April, which it's pretty annoying. Because you can imagine when it starts and when it ends, it's very, very dark in the mornings. You know, I don't really like it at the best of times. Yeah, I wish I'd stop it here too. I don't think it's necessary. If they really like that time so much, why don't they just set it to go all year round and leave it at what it is and don't mess with the clock? That's my view on it. Putting the clock forward and then taking the clock back twice a year. It's just ridiculous, I think. Well, the argument here is that it was for the workers, never for the farmers, just so the workers have an extra hour of daylight after their workday. Because I know the farmers here in this country are some of the biggest critic of it, because, especially like farmers that have got to stick to a schedule, like your dairy farmers, when the milk tanker comes, and the milk tanker comes at for example, 8 a.m. every morning. So, whether it's daylight saving or not, the milk tanker will come by the clock at 8 a.m. So they need to have their milking done by that time. So, of course, trying to get the cows in and ready to milk an hour earlier than what they're used to, it often calls for all sorts of trouble. And, that's the way I see it, and that's the way I've heard from, so many different dairy farmers, for example, that, just how much of a nuisance it is to try and get the cows to come an hour earlier, when daylight saving comes in for a few weeks until the cows sort of settle down and into that routine, because I know that animals sort of very much get into a routine, and you'd probably find the same if you were feeding your farm animals by the clock. That of course, when the time changes, the animals aren't going to be following the clock. They're still going to be hungry, wanting their breakfast at exactly the same time. So, of course, if you go to feed your chickens at 8 a.m. every morning, and, of course, the clock springs forward, you lose, or, springs back and you lose an hour. Well, if you go out at 8 o'clock by your time because you've got a work schedule, well, of course, the chickens aren't going to be out to get their food, of course. So, that... or the pigs or whatever, so that sort of makes for interesting times. And of course, your animals get fed at an evening. If you usually feed them at 5 p.m. and you're wanting to get in and do a few things in the house, well, of course, with that hour being different, well, you're going to have to go out and feed them an hour later because they're just not ready to be fed when the clock is telling you to be ready to feed them. So, yeah, it's just craziness. Oh, yes, Sherman is always hung and winds up the rest of the pigs. Yes, that Sherman is a character. And actually, looking at that fish shelter that you had, and just the colours, and you know, Diesel with the look on his face, I was thinking, yeah, next thing there's going to be a real disco going on there, and you know, you'll hear a lot of noise, and next thing, well, you know, there'll be Diesel, there'll be Sherman, there'll be Grant, there'll be the lady pigs, all the chickens, and the whole lot inside, all gathering and partying at the fishing shelter. And yeah, wouldn't that be wonderful if you could edit something up like that? You know, maybe do a green screen of all the animals together, and then just run your tent and that in the green screen at the back. Yeah, that would be hilarious. I know how to paste. I know how to paste like that. You know, cutouts of stickers, but how to get all the different animals involved with cutouts and moving picture in picture. I don't know. Cutting out the picture in picture is a bit hard to do. Oh, yes. Ryan doesn't know if I have piglets. I want a house pig. Shh. I hope Ryan's not watching this or running this back later, or otherwise now Ryan knows. But yeah, that could be interesting. I'll just check this if anybody wants to come in. Be great if I had a few people wanting to come up, but it's sort of very hit and miss on that. If anybody wants to come up. Well, it doesn't look like we've got anybody in the basement. I'm running this on a different device, so it's sort of hard to see what's going on. I usually run it from this one, and I've just got it running from my old phone today because I had sound issues the last couple of times with StreamYard. Not so much streaming, but when I had a guest come up, so I've got things running on this one. Or I should say I've got the chat running on this one, and StreamYard running from the other. And of course it's raining outside. So it's looking like finally the hot weather and the summer might be finished according to the weather pattern. I'm certainly hoping that's so, because I just get over summer very, very quickly, and I don't like the hot weather. And current temperature here, we're looking at 66 degrees Fahrenheit and raining, and sort of feels a bit humid, so I wonder if there'll be a thunderstorm coming again. Generally, there's a lot of those sort of early fall, so you know, my video the other night or the other day, I'd sort of filmed that the day before I put it up. Being a short video, it sort of rendered very quickly, but it did take a lot of work editing that one. For a 3-minute video, I think I spent about 3 or 4 hours editing that one. You know, just to catch all the flashes, and then you know, there was a fair amount of time in between them, you know, where there was sort of nothing or there was too faint, and then of course then the sound, when you cut out the dark patches in between, then the sound file's out of whack, so you've sort of got to split the sound file from the whole lot, and and work on that one, editing that one as well, and bringing the the thunder crashes up closer to the flashes, because some of the flashes it was quite a length of time, between the flash and then the bang. So that was a fair bit of work editing on that one. Yeah, driving difficulty, it says here wet and running poor. Yeah, well, that's obvious. It would be quite poor to be out there running, poor condition. But according to the radar, there's not a lot around us. That a lot of it's sort of heading north. So there's just a few storms where we are, just around the east side of the bay. So it sort of looks like it could be interesting day weather-wise here. And of course, Yogi Hollow's coffee cup is in service today, of course. Outdoors with Big Matt. Hi there, Big Matt. Great to see you. So, of course, Yogi Hollow's cup. Give you all a look at that. And please do go and check Lisa's merch store out. I should actually drop the link of that one, shouldn't I? But yeah, Lisa's got some great merchandise there. So just see if I can drop Lisa's links here. And of course, we will also drop Susan's channel link too, if we can. So I'll just see if I can drop Lisa's link here. And we'll get your merchandise link out to Lisa. So please bear with me as I get that up. I nearly had your merch link here twice, Lisa. Arielle Blur. But we will get those links there, and we'll get Susan's channel link here too. Oh, Hugo Homestead, hi there, great to see you. I'm on a different device, so if anybody comes in the basement, just tell me, and we'll be going to, and I'll check. I'll check that you're there. I better get Lisa's link here. Not Lisa, Susan's link here as well, and we'll give Susan a shout out. And we've got a shout out also Hugo Homestead and also Big Matt. Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. You're most welcome. Yeah, now this thing's not wanting to post Lisa's, Susan's link. Get the stylus out. That might make it work. So we've got Susan's link up here. We'll get Big Matt's link up, and we'll give you a shout out too, of course, Outdoors with Big Matt. And we'll get Hugo Homestead. Oh yes, CB, you have a dog who is a highly trained therapy dog with 14 years service to people recovering from illness injury. David said their pity may come after her. I told him I will not hesitate. Yeah, well, if they can't keep their pity in their own yard or on their own property, and of course if he comes after your dog, I think you know, you have every right just to peow peow and you know, protect your own dog and your own, well, basically your own family when we talk about it. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Have a great day, and I hope everything goes well with that. Hope everything goes well with that one, and thanks for dropping by. Now, I was going to get Outdoors with Big Matt up. And of course, if anybody wants to come up, please do message me on Instagram or Facebook. Just getting Big Matt's channel up. Yeah, I know it's not the pity's fault, but you know, your neighbours need to just you know, keep their dog, you know, on their own property and under control, because you've got to do what you've got to do, CB. I totally understand that. I'll just get your channel shared out here too, CB. So we'll get Hugo Homestead up and a shout out there. So giving you a big shout out, and how's the video quality here? Oh yes, you have fencing, but you don't have it up yet. Yeah, you can only do so much. That's the thing, and fencing's one of those big jobs that does take a while. Oh, you're most welcome, CB. You're most welcome. Just check my Instagram. If anybody's messaged me, I did drop the link out to a few people, and doesn't look like we've got anybody wanting to come up, unfortunately. I've dropped the link out to about 7 people, I think, or 8 people, or 9 people, 10 people. I've dropped the link out a few places, but I guess if everybody's busy, it's just what it's going to be. I'll have a look in the basement, because it's probably not showing the basement here, so I better go and have a click on that device and just see if it's showing the basement. And yeah, it's dribbling outside, so we're not going to go down for a creek look at all today. As you know, I get rather wet walking down there, and you know, the trees sort of need trimming back a bit, and the leaves are all wet, so I sort of get drenched with water if I walk past them. Oh wow, you've been really, really busy there, CB, working on raised beds, yeah. And if anybody saw my garlic video, I'll give you a look at the garlic. That's interesting. So I might just grab that pot and I'll give you a look at the garlic, because I know a few people saw that video. You know, the big container growing that Gail had, and so they're probably interested. So with all the rain we've had, well, I don't know if you heard me there, with all the rain we've had, this garlic is really starting to grow crazy. So, you know, that's really, really good to see. And I do have some more sprouted garlic that I might actually go and plant somewhere. I'll plant some in the garden beds and we'll just see how it compares between, you know, being planted in the garden beds. And because the soil is fairly sandy and it's not really that good a soil. So it might be interesting just to see how it compares growing in that pot in the potting mix compared to being just in the garden in the soil. But it certainly sprouted like crazy. You know, I just sort of put, you know, one sprouted clove sort of in each spot in that pot. And it's a nice surprise seeing it sprout up like that. Oh no, nobody in the basement, so doesn't look like anybody's wanting to come up. I should actually and I still haven't done it. I should share this out. So I'll do that quickly. So I'll just get this shared out, and hopefully we get a few people coming. And yeah, we'll get this shared out on community tab. And I should get this shared out on Facebook as well. Oh yes, got to run. Great to see you, CB. Take care and have a great day. And thanks so much for dropping by here. There's a couple of young YouTubers I'd like to get on, and they're pretty hard to get onto. So yeah, I don't know if I'll ever see those coming up, I'm afraid. I'll get this shared out into Facebook as well, and hopefully we get few people wanting to come up here, because we certainly could do with a few people coming in. And of course, if you'd like to come up, message me on my Instagram Messenger or on my Facebook Messenger if you're on my Facebook, and I'll drop you the StreamYard link. I think I put this at follower only, I think. I know everybody's busy, and you just don't have time always to be whacking the trolls. So I just set it to subscriber only, as that sort of keeps the trolls and the bots sort of at bay usually. So you know, less of them having to just you know, whack behind the ear with the wrench is always a good thing. Just check that this I've shared. I'll share it. I'll just share it to the What's Everyone Cooking group, and I'll share it to my personal page as well. And hopefully we get a few people wanting to come up. As we could certainly, you know, do with a few coming up, and it'd be great to see everybody coming in and saying hello. And I wonder if the alerts sort of go out. I think they're sort of a bit hit and miss at times, the alerts. And of course, it would be great if we did see a few people coming. But who knows? It's all very hit and miss, I'm afraid. Who do we still have here with us? That's the question. We've probably got one or two lurking, I'd say. You know, at the time of day and everybody's sort of got things to do, we could have a few lurking. And I think I might get another coffee on here too. Definitely, I think I need another coffee. So I'll just fix this camera. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see who we get coming up. And I should check the basement too, just if anybody has come in. And I could certainly do with a tablet to run this from, I think. A larger screen would sort of make quite a difference, I think. But anyway, I haven't sort of got one at the moment, so I sort of got to just deal with what I've got. And I know a few of you are a bit shy with camera too. If I know you, you could always come up with your camera off and just speak too. You know, I'd love to have Jocelyn come up one of these days and speak. She doesn't have to run the camera, but it would be great if she could do that. Oh, yes, Susan, all good. Thanks for that. Yeah, something's come up, dragged you away from the computer. Yeah, that happens. I totally understand it. Thanks for having it on in the background. And I'm just getting another cup of coffee on, and I'm having a bit of a stretch because this wooden seat I've got sort of gets a bit hard on the bum after a while. And yeah, I should. Oh yes, could go for a cup of yourself. Yeah, definitely needing it. Hey, good morning. I always need my coffee. Even though it's only instant coffee today, so fake coffee. I'll have some real coffee again next week. You know, to buy the cheap instant coffee from Aldi, it's sort of the cheapest way to go. But I do miss the real coffee. I do prefer real coffee, so it is what it is. And of course, I'm just hoping that one of these days YouTube is kind to me, because I definitely need a tablet, and I definitely would like to get one of those DJI action cams. Not the pocket one, just the Osmo. I think it's Osmo 2. I'd like one of those. I know the Pocket Osmo is pretty good, and it's got its own gimbal and everything, but you sort of can't put it into a cover, and it sort of can't get wet. So I'd sort of like to do another fish cam again sometime. So, you know, and of course, you know, out running around on the trails, and I probably would use it also for cooking. Oops, no, that's not what I want to do. I want to check if anybody's coming up. It doesn't look like there's anybody in the basement. I can't sort of really see in here if anybody's in the basement. So And I sort of turned my camera off by mistake there, looking to see if there was anybody in the basement. I want to see if this works. Maybe I should try it and just see if I can get it to work, because there could be somebody in the basement and I can't see them. So, you know. So I might just click on this and we'll just see if we can get anybody coming in. And there's probably a few other lives running at the same time as well. So, you know, just bear with me on that. I'll just see where the link is too. I want to see if this is going to come up. And of course, you know, it would be interesting to see. And yeah, it looks like this thing's going to be back. But yeah, just well, it does seem like it will show me if anybody wants to come up. So that did give dreadful feedback though. But anyways, we know that we could show somebody if they wanted to come up. So I have dropped a link to a few people, and it'd be great if we did get somebody wanting to come up. But yeah, it's looks like it's going to be just one of those live streams again where nobody wants to come up and just tell me about your channel. And it would be great if we could get you up one of these days too, Susan, and you could tell everybody about your channel, because I think probably a lot of my viewers don't know your channel, Susan. So it'd be great if you know, we could get you up here one day and have you speak about your channel. And of course, I am on Facebook and I am on Instagram. So, you know, we will get you up one of these days, Susan. And of course, I've just dropped my Instagram link here. I think I know a few people have me on Facebook too, and I'll just show you those. My Instagram account looks like this, and I'll show you my Facebook account homepage and what it looks like. So those of you on my Facebook or Instagram can always message me on those if you'd like to come up and just share some information about your channel. So of course this is my Facebook, and of course I do have a group, What's Everyone Cooking, which I know a few people here are on as well. Just see if I can share the group out. I'll just show you this group as well. And I'd love to have a few more people post, you know, your projects and links to your YouTube videos and that up on that one. So if you're not in that group, please do give us a follow there if you're on Facebook. And I'll just drop the link to that. And of course, it's not just about cooking either. If you've got some interesting pet photos or camping photos or videos on all of those or what have you, you can also share those on the group as well. So I've just dropped the link to What's Everyone Cooking, and if you'd like to come up, please do drop me a message on Messenger, because I'd love to have a few more coming up and just sharing about your own channel. I also will remind everybody of the links in the description. I do have a link to a donation link if anybody would like to donate to my channel, and that would be much appreciated. I also have a link to my merchandise store, and of course what I'm wearing is some examples of what's on my merchandise store, and I'll come up a bit closer and I'll show you all of those if I can. Also an Amazon wish list. If anybody would like to get something there, it'd be much appreciated. But you know, of course, none of that is necessary. The hoodie that I just showed you from my merchandise store. I don't know if I can. These bike shorts, if they're coming up on screen, that's also on my merchandise store. And of course, I'd love a few more people to come here, and we could, you know, do a few more shouts as well, and have a few people just share, you know, some stories about your own channels, and just speak about your own channels and anything you're up to. That would be really, really brilliant as well. But it does look like we're not going to get anybody coming up here, and we'll probably just run another hour, I think. as I've got to get on to Creator Studio and get everything done for tomorrow's premiere, of course. And yeah, I've shared this out to about 9 different people or something or other, but doesn't look like we're really going to get anybody, unfortunately. Seems to be pretty much just what it is, I think. But of course, you know, if I had a popular channel, the chat room and the basement would be full with everybody wanting to come up. So unfortunately, that's just the reality of what it is. But anyways, never mind. There's not a lot I can do about that. So yeah, we're just basically waiting to see who wants to come up here. So yeah, basically just filling in time until people want to come up. I think that's what it's looking like. Yeah, it's not really looking like we're going to get anybody much coming up here, I'm afraid, which pretty much is what it is, I guess. Who do we have here still with us? I know there's probably a few people here lurking. I'd like to do a few shouts, but you know, nobody's here watching. There's probably not a lot of point in doing shouts either. And here it's saying we've only got about 3 watching, so And I will remind everybody just to smash the thumbs up too, because that does help my channel out. And I wonder if alerts are coming out. You know, that could be a thing too, that a lot of my usual people aren't getting the alerts. Yeah, it looks like there's a few lives going on here today too, so that sort of cuts things out, I guess. Oh, and I will remind everybody to also catch up with my last upload, a flashbang fall thunderstorm ASMR. So, you know, I'd love a few more views there. But, and it's not a long video, so, you know, a lot of people who like the shorter videos, it's only a 3-minute video, so, you know, it'd be great if we did get a few more people wanting to watch that one. Yes, Susan, just a slow time at the moment, yeah. It is, and you know, there's more popular channels that get you know, filled up with you know, their lives, their chat rooms and all of that. So, of course, you know, channels like mine that aren't very popular are really going to have a slow time of it because everybody's busy on the more popular channels. And, you know, I wonder if my alerts really get out too. You know, I think maybe my alerts aren't really shared out that much like they probably should be. But, you know, YouTube's busy sharing out alerts for more popular people too, of course. But anyways, it's sort of pretty much what it is, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm getting alerts everywhere. Unless I go and do something on my computer and just leave this running in the hope somebody wants to come. Because there is a video I could be working on with Creator Studio just to get it ready for tomorrow's premiere. I've got to go and do a thumbnail yet too for that. So, you know, it won't. I probably need this device to do the thumbnail because my computer's old and slow, and I sort of just use it more as, you know, just on Creator Studio setting, you know, the dollar signs and cards and end screens and setting tags and all those sorts of things. Instead of any actual editing, but actual editing, I'll actually use this device to edit on, and then I'll just screencast the, you know, using the Samsung DeX, I'll screencast the actual, you know, file or film or whatever, doing the editing up on my TV or up on my computer for a large screen. Oh, Roundup Radio. Hi there, Todd. Oh, you worked, you didn't get your notification. So did you get a notification for this one, Todd, or not? Because I think that could be a problem too, that people or YouTube's just not sending out notifications. And I know often for yours, Todd, sometimes I'll see the notification on Discord before I see it anywhere else. Die Bullfrog 79, Uncle Al, hi there, Uncle Al. Oh, no notifications, yeah. I was thinking that, yeah, YouTube just doesn't like me very much, I think, and doesn't sort of put the notifications out like for a lot of more popular people. But I wonder if a lot of people sort of just clicked on my channel. I don't like this recommendation. I don't like this channel, and so of course, you know, notifications don't get out then. And thank you, Uncle Al, for reminding everybody of that. We certainly need more of those, and certainly need more notifications going out. I'll just share some shouts here as well. So we'll get your link shared out, Uncle Al, and we'll get Todd's link shared out. Thank you, Uncle Al. Much, much, much appreciated. And I hope everything goes well for you later in this month too, Uncle Al. Looks like you've got something coming up that you can't be on YouTube for a few days, so hopefully everything goes well there. So just getting Uncle Al's channel link shared out. And we'll get your channel here shared out, Todd. And of course, I'm using a different device to run this from. Just hopefully, you know, the sound works, because the other day running from my main device, guests coming up, and then I couldn't hear them talking. So we're just getting your link shared out as well there, Todd. And I do have a StreamYard link. If anybody wants to come up and message me or email me, I could get you the link. I'm not really wanting to put the link here publicly, you know, for obvious reasons. Nothing there, just somebody talking about terms of service changing on Discord. Yep, that's always happening. Who do we have here just in the chat room too? Please do say hello. I know there's probably a few people busy doing a few other things, so that you're just lurking as well. So it'd be great if you can say hi. I think we'll run like another 45 minutes and then call it a day. Unless we sort of got a heap of people coming on here, it's sort of not much point just sitting here yapping away to myself. And yeah, we've had a fair bit of rain sort of early this morning too. So of course we're perched back inside and not going down to the creek today because you know, all the trees and bushes and that I've got to walk through are all soaking wet, and I'd end up getting quite wet walking through those wet leaves. So yeah, we won't sort of go down there today. But anyways, we're sort of here just waiting to see who wants to come up. And I dropped the link out to about 10 different people through Messenger, and yeah, nobody's wanting to come up. So you know, you sort of wonder about StreamYard, because of course it is easier to run lives from just the YouTube app instead of StreamYard, and we seem to have a bit of a, looking in the screen here, we seem to be having a bit of a video problem today, but that might be my old device. I wonder if I go and just wipe the camera off, that'll make a difference, because yeah, it's looking pretty blurry. I'm using my old phone to run things today, and I wonder if that's a bit of a mistake. I'd be better off running things from my main device. So yeah, just getting a cloth just to wipe this camera off. And hopefully that clears things up a bit. Oh, Rhubarb and Cod, what's the advantage of StreamYard? Of course, you can run from a mobile device if you don't have enough subscribers to run, you know, from the YouTube app. But also you can have guests come up. So, you know, if you can have guests come up, that's probably the biggest advantage to StreamYard over the YouTube app. But as far as just how things run, I think you know, better video quality and runs better on the YouTube app. But of course, you know, I did drop the link out via Messenger for StreamYard. Quite a few different people, you know, in the hope that they'd like to come up and join the panel. But yeah, nobody wants to. So if nobody ever wants to join the panel, it's sort of no real reason to run StreamYard. Because things certainly do run a lot better on YouTube or on the YouTube app. If you're doing through a computer, live streaming through a computer, StreamYard can be quite an advantage for that, because you can run like different files and you know, show different web pages and that sort of thing through your live stream. I mean, I could run like video clips through live stream here if I want to, with this small device, but with a small screen to try and do those things, it's a little bit fiddly to do it. So I sort of really need a tablet for this job, and actually, if I've got a tablet, I'd probably nearly do my editing on a tablet too. My computer's old and slow, and I really need a new computer as well. But, you know, the way tablets sort of work these days, I might be just as well off, you know, doing editing on a tablet instead of the computer anyways. And of course, you know, running the StreamYards and live streams from the tablet would be quite an advantage because I've got a lot bigger screen to work with. But yeah, things are pretty quiet here at the moment, so I might even have a bit of a walk around and a stretch and go and check the mailbox and all those things. While we wait for a few people, hopefully, to come in. And, you know, I sit on this chair that's a bit hard on my bum, and it's sort of, I get a bit stiff and sore sitting on that one. So it's good just to have a bit of a walk around every so often. So I might even have a bit of a stretch and a walk around for 5 minutes, and then I hope we get a few more people coming on. And of course, everybody in blue, if you'd like to shout out a few channels or even your own channels, please do feel free. You're most welcome to do that. Or if you've got Facebook groups or Instagram accounts or Twitter accounts you'd like to share out, please feel free to do that as well. I'll just cut this camera for about 5 minutes and have a bit of a walk around and a stretch. And then hopefully we get a few more people coming here. By the time I come back, we've got a few more viewers. So yeah, I'll just have a bit of a stretch for a minute, and then I'll be back. Oh, thanks, Todd. Yeah, you're too kind. Yeah, not a lot of people are happy to see me, I think. So, yeah, you're too kind to say that, Todd. And yeah, I did drop the link your way if you do want to come up, Todd, and speak about your channel. It would be really great. But yeah, seems like everybody's busy. So I've dropped the link about 10 different places, and nobody's wanted to come up. So yeah, I sort of wonder, is it worth doing StreamYard really? Just be good to have a few people come up and we get a few different subjects to speak about. And of course, one subject I should bring up that really annoys me as well is that Buy Me a Coffee has cut out PayPal as a payment option. So I've dropped Buy Me a Coffee and I've just gone back to coffee.com for that because they're still using PayPal. Buy Me a Coffee has gone to Stripe and Payoneer. And of course, Payoneer is quite annoying as it takes about 3 or 4 days from Buy Me a Coffee to go to Payoneer, and then I find there's a minimum balance that they won't even send it to your bank account unless you get to that minimum balance. And of course, it would be another 2 or 3 days from Payoneer into your bank account anyway. So, it's not instant, and there's a lot of charges with Payoneer as well. It's for 25 US amount into Payoneer to transfer into Payoneer from like you know, your Teespring or buy me a coffee or whatever, it's about $3.25 in charges. So, and then, you know, the buy me a coffee charges of a couple of dollars. So you just lose so much out of the buy me a coffee that I've decided to drop that one. And, you know, it's really quite annoying. And they're saying do through Stripe, and I don't have Stripe. And looking at Stripe, Stripe looks very clunky and very difficult to set up, so I won't be getting Stripe. I really don't like the look of the payment platform of that one, so you know, I think personally PayPal's just the easiest to deal with, and seems to have the least amount of charges. So I think, you know, better off with PayPal, and Stripe can just go and jump. So, you know, just a bit of interesting information there for everybody who's, you know, dealing with those sorts of things, just to keep in mind. And I know a lot of YouTube channels and YouTubers deal with those sorts of things, or want to deal with those sorts of things, or have to deal with that sort of thing. So it's always good just to drop a bit of information there for those who are, you know, new to everything. It's always good just to drop a bit of information, and hopefully that helps, you know, a few people out. But yeah, things are pretty slow here today, and I really wonder if my alerts sort of do go out. And of course, you know, there's more popular channels that YouTube loves a lot more than mine, so you know, those alerts are going to go out. It's sort of funny, you know, some channels that sort of speak certain subjects or have certain views are always going to go out, but you know, ones like mine that are sort of, you know, quite a lot of how-tos and longer videos and that sort of thing, and you know, people who probably have more conservative views don't sort of get shared out. But of course, you know, if I was running a gamer channel or something, you know, they'd be, you know, sharing everything out there real quick. Or, of course, if I was, you know, showing, you know, people falling over or pet videos, that'd be getting shared out. But anything that's sort of more a how-to, or you know, even channels that show nature as well don't seem to get shared out, unfortunately. Don't know what your views are on that, and yeah, you know, tell me, anybody who's here, please feel free to tell your thoughts on that, whether you agree or disagree. It's all interesting discussion. And yeah, we'll probably run just another 30 minutes and call it a day, unless somebody shares this one out on their Facebook groups and community tabs, and we get a lot of people coming in. We'll just cut it off at a 2-hour live stream, because yeah, 2 hours of yapping just by myself sort of gives me a very dry throat, and you know, makes me pretty tired. just check my messenger and all the like. Instagram messenger and all the like, and yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get anybody, so it sort of you know, makes me wonder. Nobody on Instagram messenger. And yeah, nobody on Facebook messages, so it's looking like it's, you know, pretty much usual for my channel, I think. I will have a video premiere tomorrow as well. I've got to go and finish that on Creator Studio, and hopefully it's rendered up. I did upload it last night. Uploaded now 12 hours ago, so you know it'll be 36 hours before it goes live. So hopefully the video quality will be rendered up to where I'd like it, to 4K and 60 frames per second, but it can take a fair while to render up to that on the platform too at times. And you know, I've uploaded things before, especially when it's a longer video at 4K and 60 frames per second, and it's taken like about 3 or 4 or sometimes 5 days just to render up to the full resolution. So it sort of keeps things interesting there on that. Yeah, getting all alerts here for everybody else here. So will be interesting to see who we get coming by here. So yeah, who do we have here still with us? I know there's probably a few people have come in and then dropped out. So you know, my live's been a bit boring because nobody's wanting to come up. So yeah, who do we have here in the chat, and who'd like to say hello, and just to share a few stories, and just to share, you know, what you're doing with your channel and all of that would be really, really great. I might just go and run over and check something on my computer too. I've got a video open that I'm sort of you know, doing all the Creator Studio stuff with, and I've sort of stopped off on that, just you know, in the hope that we get a few people coming here. Alerts for everything else here. Oh, Uncle Al, great to see you're still here with us. I was sort of wondering who'd be still with us. I'll just drop Just dropped a link here if anybody wants to come up, I think. I'll just drop the link here every few minutes and just see if anybody wants to come up and join in. I don't really like putting the link here on StreamYard directly, and I'll delete it in 5 minutes time, but we'll just see if anybody wants to come up and say hello. But of course, I'll only, those who I know I'll be letting up, but if I don't know you, I'm afraid I can't let you come in because, there's been a few trolls and the like that like to get into people's StreamYards and show a few things and ruin people's live streams. So I've got to know who you are and I've got to see you on camera. And I will remind everybody also, whoever's watching, I do have a join link and I'd love to get some members on my channel. And memberships start at $5 per month, US dollars per month. And of course, when I do get some members, we're actually going to run a membership draw from time to time with some prizes from my merchandise store, and possibly we might even do like a gift card from Amazon as well if I got a heap of members for something different. So and when I get some channel members, it would actually be something that I'd hold quite often is membership draws. Just to show a bit of support back to my members, as it'd be much, much, much appreciated to have some channel members. And yeah, it all looks fairly stormified outside, so no walking down to the creek today. Maybe when I do my Friday evening live stream, if the weather's nice, I might actually run that down by the creek. And I'll just run that through YouTube, through the YouTube app, and I won't actually run that one through StreamYard. I was thinking changing StreamYard to a Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, like what we're doing today. Because StreamYard was always very, very quiet on the weekend, and sometimes I'd get somebody wanting to come up, but most times there'd be nobody wanting to come up. So I sort of thought I'll drop StreamYard on the weekends. And I used to run a Saturday evening live stream, but I've changed it back to Friday evening because there's always so many lives on Saturday, but also Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening works out at being Sunday morning for me. And Sunday morning these days, I have church. So, I won't be running a live stream, and unless you go live after I've come back from church, I won't be able to get onto your own live streams either. Oh, all good, Susan. All good, and I hope you get those issues sorted, Susan. I'm sorry to hear that. And thanks so much for having this run. And we're going to keep things running about another 20 minutes, and then we'll cut it off for the day because things are pretty quiet here. So, you know, I'm sitting here sort of wasting my time really when I could be, you know, working on some videos and the like. Um, so always plenty to do, and you know, sometimes I'm better off doing that than sitting here live if nobody wants to come up. So yeah, maybe I'll just go and have a look at the computer and just do a bit of work while I wait if anybody wants to come up and say hello. So I might just disappear for 5 minutes and just start with this video that I've got to do on Creator Studio, and then hopefully in a couple of minutes there's somebody wanting to come up and say hello, and we'll probably run another 15 minutes. Oh, now my computer's playing up, so I'll have to reset and reboot everything a bit later on, I think. you know, reboot everything, and hopefully we can get that to work, so that I can get this video sort of optimized and whatnot on Creator Studio. Otherwise, I'll end up having to open Creator Studio on my phone and do it, and screencast everything, which will work, and I can sort of do that and screencast it onto my TV using the Samsung DeX. This was it what it is. Oh no, Lisa's just dropped their message in Instagram, and from bad news from Jim Timber, and Jim is a favourite follower of mine and a favourite channel of mine. So I'm just going to share this video out. And of course, you know, wish Jim all the very best and my my support. But yeah, his video just says that he's getting divorced and getting all sorts of legal issues to deal with all of that, and I'm really quite saddened to sort of see this. So I'll actually I'll paste this up here, and I hope Jim can come into my chat sometime, because he often would come in, and he was a great supporter of my channel. So I'm just going to drop this here and drop the link, and I'd love if everybody could actually run his video and just give him thumbs up for that. He's got the comments switched off there, unfortunately, but I think if you could all run his video and show him some support there. That would be great. Because yeah, Jim's a really, really, really nice guy. So, it's really quite upsetting to see that. So just running Jim's link here, and I hope everybody can catch that one and give his video plenty of thumbs up, and just that would let him know that there's plenty of people out here that do actually care about him. And I'll share that one up, and we'll get that shared up on my community tab as well. But yeah, that's really really quite upsetting. I don't know if I can share this one or not. But hopefully we can share it on community tab, but it may not allow me. But I have shared that out onto my community tab, and hopefully, you know, plenty of people will go there and watch for Jim and give him some thumbs up. And, you know, if a lot of people went and watched there, it would really, you know, just show Jim that people really do care about him. So please do that. Oh, thank you, Uncle Al, for reminding everybody to do that. Yeah, things don't get shared out here often enough, or alerts here often enough. And yeah, I did sort of wonder how Jim was going, as you know, some of the way he was talking in when he was on my lives, it sort of sounded like things weren't really going that well on the home front. So, you know, Jim, my thoughts and prayers are with you, my friend, and I'm sure everybody here who watches this will be saying the same sort of thing, and, you know, we'll be rooting for you there, Jim. And yeah, it's starting to rattle with rain showers here again, which I was expecting. So that's why I didn't sort of set up outside. Also, for another reason, I could run StreamYards from this device, but the way the weather is, I thought I'd probably end up getting a wet bum pretty soon. So I decided not to run things out here or outside with StreamYard today. And of course, my Friday evening live, weather permitting, I will go and do that out by the creek. I'll just see if this computer's booted up, as it all sort of ground to a halt and crashed to a halt, and I've sort of got some video I've got to work with on Creator Studio, just so that I can get it to Premiere tomorrow. My computer's still booting up. It's taking its time. But, you know, my computer is old and slow. That's the trouble. I really need a new computer, but that won't be happening. Unless YouTube is really kind to me. I won't be getting a new computer in quite a while. And I've got quite a list of things I need if YouTube's kind. And I even want to get like an action cam. And from what I've heard, the DJI action cams are just as good or even better than GoPro. And GoPro, the way they've set things up with the subscription service on, you know, their Hero 10, I'm sort of thinking that's a bit of a disadvantage. As you know, we're all dealing, you know, YouTubers are all dealing with enough subscriptions already. You know, it comes to like editing apps and editing software, and you know, you've got like Canva and all those sorts of things. We sort of add the cost of data because of all the data we use. We're sort of dealing with enough things, and then you know, Dropbox or, you know, AirDrop or those sorts of things, to have a certain amount or have a decent amount of storage on those cloud services, you sort of need to pay a subscription as well. And now the way things are looking, we're going to have to, a lot of us will have to be paying a subscription on VPN services, just because we need the extra security with you know, all the hacking and all that sort of thing going on. So you know, there's plenty of things already that we're paying subscriptions on. So you know, NordVPN, if you're watching, please do reach out to me with a deal, and I'd happily, you know, give you guys a plug if you did reach out to me. Just kidding, because yeah, that's not likely to happen. I know they do with a few larger channels, you know, that have spoken about Nord. We're going to call it a day here pretty soon. Things have been pretty slow, and you know, sort of a waste of time here, this live. So we'll actually cut things off here in about 10 minutes, I think. Because I know there's a couple of people who have been lurking that I'll give a chance to say hello, goodbye, and of course thank all of you who have been, and all of you who have popped in, even though you've been quite busy with things. You're really much appreciated. And I need the watch time to keep, you know, cranking along, and I need the views and the followers. So, you know, it would be really, really, really great if we could, you know, get a bit more momentum with this channel. As, you know, things are sort of pretty hard here. So, you know, it would be really great. And when I do run StreamYard, it'd be really great if I've got a few people wanting to come up. I know a few other channels. I've got to come up and visit a few other channels when you're doing a StreamYard as well. I'm in the chat room for just about all of you, so I'd must come up on screen a couple of times for a few of you as well. And of course, those who do come up on screen here and join the chat room are much, much, much appreciated. And those, of course, who do watch my videos and come by here, well, you're always first on my watch later list. And, you know, you're always the ones who, if you need some watch hours, I will actually have your playlist run in the background on a different device and a spare account, just to make sure that you all get those hours and all of that, and those views and followers and all of that. So, you know, those of you who do watch here, you know, just something to remember that I do support a lot of channels with viewing and watching playlists and all that sort of thing. And I will continue to do so, but of course, you know, my best viewers and best supporters of this channel are always at the top of the list. And, you know, I'll often have like, you know, your playlist running even on 2 devices with 2 accounts just to try and double up your hours as well. And of course, you know, those who come here in my premieres, or, you know, watch my videos or come into my live streams, are always the first videos that when I see the alert for your videos, I'll always put onto my watch later list first or watch immediately, just depending what I'm doing and where I'm at, just to make sure that I can, you know, get your videos watched. Alerts here dropping everywhere. Don't know what this is buzzing about, some alert. But anyways, never mind. So we're going to just go another 5 minutes, and then we'll cut it off here. Because, yeah, no, there's what we've got 2 watching, so wasting my time again, as I always say. I will remind everybody of, in 24 hours time, or just under 24 hours time, of my next premiere, and I've got to go and set that later today. Oh, thank you, Todd. I really appreciate you. And if I see alerts, you're always the first that I go to, Todd, or one of the first. You know, you're much appreciated. And if I happen to see an alert for your lives on here or through Discord, I'll always go on there immediately And if I do miss them, I'll always run them back after. And of course, you know, there's a few other channels like that that I'll always run their lives or run them back after. Well, I mean, you know, like Yogi Hollow, for example, Lisa's channel, I'll always, you know, run her lives if I can, or run them back after. Also, Gail of Gail Southern Living, Coupon Gail, and now Southern Sandy Crafts. There's 3 channels. I'll always run hers back. And yeah, there's a few other channels. I'll always catch their lives or run them back after if I can. Laurie of Laurie's World is another. I think who else is always there. I'll always run your videos or run your lives. I think there's channels who are always watching my videos that I'll try and get back to as well and watch your videos. And always in my watch later list. If I can't sort of watch anything immediately, I'll just click on the watch later list, and then anything on my watch later list often will get run 2 or 3 times through before I can get and comment, because I watch everything on my watch later list on a 55-inch TV. Uncle Al, you're another one. I'll always, if I don't catch your videos when they drop, I'll always run them back later. I have them in my watch later list. So sometimes I see them first time pretty soon after you upload them, Uncle Al, but it can be sometimes a day or 2 before I can get back onto them with this device to comment. So you know, they'll always get watched, and probably watched a couple of times before I can get to comment, because tried commenting on the TV, it's near impossible. So it means I've sort of got to open again on this device to comment. And you know, there's quite a few other channels like that that I'll always watch your videos and watch them as soon as possible. But sometimes I'm a bit slow at getting back to comment, just because I'm using a different device. Anyways, I think we might just end this here today. Things pretty slow, pretty quiet, and jobs to do on Creator Studio, and hopefully my computer is finished booting up and I can get onto that and get that done. And you know, it would be really brilliant if I could get that done. This thing's going to give trouble. As it does. Oh yes, I'll call it a day here, Uncle Al. I've got to make another coffee up myself, and things are pretty slow here. So if anybody's here lurking, quick say hello, goodbye, and all of that, and I'll cut things off here for the day and call it a day, as you know, sitting here wasting my time. And I'll remind everybody of tomorrow's premiere. That's a cooking video. I haven't sort of dropped one for a while, so hopefully we get a few people watching there. And I'll set that one for 7 p.m. Central Time, US Central Time, US and Canada. And I'll do my Friday evening live, and I think that'll be about 5 p.m. Central Time, due to your clock changes. You know, sprigging ahead an hour, you will sprung ahead an hour, so that should be at about 5 p.m. Central Time because of that. But that won't be through StreamYard. That'll be just through the YouTube app. And of course, if the weather is nice, I'll actually run that one down by the creek. So yeah, my back's aching sitting on this hard seat, and my bum's aching sitting on this hard seat. So we're going to end things pretty soon. So a couple more minutes and we'll just nix this live stream and call it a day here. And then I better get to work and get a few things done on getting this video up and ready, and also a thumbnail just for tomorrow. And of course, you know, a pretty frustrating day here on StreamYard. So, you know, it sort of gets to, oh, I don't really care about this live stream today anymore. So yeah, we'll cut things up here in a minute. I think we've been running about 2 hours and 15. So you know, with the amount of views and thumbs up, pretty hopeless. We'll cut things off here. Oh, 2 hours and 13, or so yeah, another minute and we'll cut things off and call it a day. And then I must have my breakfast, which I haven't sort of had yet. So you know, put a piece of toast on and have some breakfast and just call it a day here. And yeah, to put it bluntly, you know, pretty piss poor, to put it bluntly, here today. So with the way alerts have sort of gone out. So, you know, that's all pretty frustrating. Maybe I've had a heap of thumbs down on my videos, or you know, this is not a good alert. Don't alert me of this channel. Unsmash the bell and all of that. I don't know. But yeah, you know, views and that have been pretty piss poor here on this channel lately. So, you know, it's all very frustrating. And of course, I know everybody likes to be on the more popular channels, and you know, stuff Arielle, she can go to you know, go to blazes. You know, everybody's got better channels to watch and better things to do, I guess. So we'll just cut things off here for the day, and I better get to work on my next video. And I just hope to see things a lot better soon, and a lot more views, and you know, thumbs up and followers and all of that. Otherwise, it does get rather frustrating. And maybe one of these days I might even run a live stream on Rumble and just see who comes. So we'll just call it a day here. So take care, God bless, and until next time, bye bye.